Alright, what's up, guys? I guess you guys with another video, and we already have the whole AFC complete. So, the AFC playoffs look like the Jags at Browns, and then the Jets at Patriots, and then for the number one seed for AFC, aka the divisional round, Chargers, and then the number 1-2 seed going to the Colts. And now we'll be finishing NFC. And today I will upload 3 videos. I've already uploaded 1 and streamed 1, so that's technically 4 videos I'll get around to you guys, I guess. But I will do NFC South and then NFC West, and I'm taking a break. Then tomorrow I'm gonna finish the NFC East and NFC North, and then I'm gonna post NFC North the day after that, so I can get some more content. I already know, but yeah, guys. And so first off, Texans at Saints. I think the Saints are gonna be a force to reckon with next year. I think the Saints take a pretty convincing W. And then at the Rams rematch, Saints get their win rematch, and then they have to go to Seattle. I see that as an easy win. And then the Cowboys at Saints. Saints start off 4-0, and then the Bucs come to town. They still going 5-0, and then they have to go to Jacksonville 6-0. They have to go to Chicago 7-0. They have to go to the Arizona comes in 8-0. Falcons come to town 9-0. They go to Tampa 10-0. And I see the Panthers coming in 11-0 right now. People are like, wow, they're gonna go 16-0, and the Falcons like, no, you're not. You take your first loss against the Falcons, and then they take another L against the 49ers. They bounce back against the Colts, get a win, and then bounce back against the Titans, get a win, and then against the Panthers at home, they will lose. And that will end the Saints off with a 13-3 record. Pretty good for the Saints, but I see worst for the Saints being 10-6. The best for them being 13-3. So I did go with the best. I feel more confident with you guys going 3-13. All right, Bucks schedule, and okay. And so, alright, against the Bucks, guys. First game, 49ers against Tampa. I see Tampa getting a loss, then getting another straight loss at Carolina, and then they will get a win against New York, and then they have to go to LA. Tough game. That's a loss. Then against the Saints, that's another loss, and then Carolina comes into town. That's then Carolina comes into town. I see the Carolina Panthers sweeping them, and then against the Titans, that's a W, and then against the Seahawks, I see that as a L, and they will actually win against the Cardinals. And the Saints come into town, and Saints are on a hot roll. They take an L, and then the Buccaneers at the Falcons. I see the Bucs taking a loss, and then they have to go to Jacksonville. They will actually come up with the dub, surprisingly. And then Colts come into town. They do take an L, and then against Detroit take an L, and then against Texans take an L. And I see them. This is a huge game for the Bucs. For the Falcons. I see the Bucs coming in clutch, not allowing them to get their clutch win. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 11 for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I feel really good about that prediction. If there was any predictions I made today that I think is going to be right on, I think it's that Buccaneers 5-11 prediction. Something about Bucs and 5-11. I don't know, I just like it. Alright. And now the Falcons schedule. Alright, let's take a look at them. Okay. And so first off, 2 straight tough games for the Falcons. They have the Eagles coming into town, and then they have to go to Indianapolis. I see them taking 2 straight losses, And then Titans coming to town. I see them winning, and then they have to go to Houston. I see them pulling the win against Houston. They get 3 wins in a row against Cardinals, and then Rams coming to town. I see them actually getting 4 wins in a row, and then against Seattle, getting 5 wins in a row, and then guess what happens? Saints come in, bop, that's an L. And then against the Panthers, they are at Carolina. I think 2 straight losses in a row for them, and then they get a win against Tampa, and then they will have to face against the Saints again. I see them pulling off the dub against the Saints. They're gonna split the series with the Saints, and then they actually get the dub against the Falcons at home, and then they will lose against the 49ers at San Francisco. They'll lose against the Jacksonville Jaguars and lose against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So they end their schedule off 3 straight losses, really big. So see what I mean? They needed to come in clutch right there. This will maybe count as a NFC. They'll maybe need to win that to get in the playoffs. So let's see how much. Let's see what the prediction is from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 losses for the Falcons, 9 and 7 for the Falcons. I see the best for the Falcons being 11 and 5, the worst for them being 8 and 8. So I just went with 9 and 7 because that sounds good to me. And the Panthers, guys, I think the Panthers, Cam Newton, I think he's going to be the comeback player of the year and possibly the MVP. No, I'm just playing. He's not the MVP. Let's be honest. That's too much. He's not no MVP yet. And so they will have to host the LA Rams at home. I think it's a tough game for them to host. I see them taking the loss, and then they will bounce back with the win. And they have a pretty easy first half schedule, because I can see them winning against the Panthers. They're only tough, like the first 4 games. I see them going 3-0, win against the Cardinals, win against the Texans, and then the Jags coming to town. Pretty easy schedule, in my opinion. I see the Jaguars coming to town, and they will take a win. And I see the Panthers taking the L the W against the Bucks, and they will sweep Tampa Bay. And then if they go to 49ers, I see them taking a loss against 49ers. Then the Titans come into town, they win against the Titans. Then they have to go to Green Bay, tough place to play. They will lose that game. And then I see them losing against the Falcons. They will get upset at home, and then against the Saints. What's that, like week 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can see them taking a loss against the Saints, and then against the Redskins. 3 losses in a row. They win against the Redskins. They have a bounce back, and then they bounce back against the Falcons, take the dub, and then Seahawks come into town. I see them lose against Seattle, and then they go to Indianapolis. Tough game to play, and they lose. And then against the Saints, Panthers will lose, and Panthers will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Panthers will go 8 and 8. So right now, NFC South is looking like, I just got pen on me. Right now it's looking like not Panthers. It looks like Saints 13 and 3 coming in with the number 1 spot, and then Falcons coming in the number 2 spot, 9 and 7. And then Panthers 8 and 8, Bucks 5 and 11. And pretty good record for the Saints. Yeah. And then so next I'm gonna do NFC NFC West, which is gonna be fun. I'll see y'all later. Make sure y'all subscribe. Peace.